Rumble Equalizer go down, Tom Kench can go in, so something like Darwin makes sense.
Yeah, and especially if you're considering the game plan that we were talking about in the first 3 picks that PSG revealed, where they've got a Senna ultimate that's coming over the top of
Offside control.
Really interesting thing too with the Void Grub change is that they actually increased the value of the buff pretty significantly. The true damage dot was increased by 50 FlyQuest, getting right through it. Meanwhile, Woody already making use
you can
of
see
those Void Grubs.
He's 1,000 gold once again.
Yeah, meanwhile, you also have Inspired on top side doing the same thing to Aji. It looks like Aji's backing off in time.
I mean, the big difference in top lane is Azure is still only level 5 as the beautiful play by FlyQuest to get that kill. Super Mega Death Rocket, the Glacial Prism. Azure had no way of responding. Whipper trying to get away in the bot lane, does still have the flash, but just
getting to the level 6, having full lockdown. So Aji definitely punished, and now you've got a level 7 Whippo. Urgot to the level 5 here for the Rumble. It's a swing and a miss though, and it's a big cooldown. Sejuani now without the ultimate, even though Maple does flash it there, and the flash is not going to be available for it, that's going to mean all the extra Void Grubs here picked up for PSG, all 6 of them. So they're
TP behind. Maple no flash can, of course, try and dash his way around. Whippo, fear beyond death. Maple's locked up, knocked back. The Emperor's divide, but you can't escape the chains.
Whippo with his ultimate on that signature Urgot. Okay, Inspired not gonna do any cheeky route. The roller coaster of nerfs has been that ability to split push.
Ginger, Bushido gonna get pulled back, locked up, and Betty's looking for the auto. Woody gets it in the end, TP behind. Counter TP coming in by Maple as they look to
jump right on Busio. Good job here. Jinjia, no hesitation. They go immediately in on the Nautilus. Burst him down so quickly. They also got the teleport out of Jensen and the ultimate out of Jensen, and they're going for Inspired now too.
Inspired still has the flash. Busio's gonna hook across the wall here. Ginger going forward. There's the Dawning Shadows. Inspired starts to fall lower. Almost caught up in the Cataclysm. Busio locked up. The Equalizer off to the side as Ginger takes the kill.
Trying to remain focused here in the game. Jensen pushes down this outer tower and then gets a face full of Maple.
Jensen does get the turret. Seismic shove going wide as Maple continues to put the damage down. Slides in, Inspired locks him up. The Emperor's divide goes down as Jensen falls low. 100 HP on him, but he's able to survive it now. Ginger coming in from the side as well, and he's going to lock up Jensen. 1-for-1 so far as both mid laners fall. Betty and Ginger looking to put Busio in a body bag for the 3rd time this game. 6 feet under is where Busio resides. Even though Ginger misses the flag and the drag, he still sends Busio to the slag heap.
All right, FlyQuest get, but because PSG also has Jinji and Betty coming down, it is going to be the 1-for-1, and then they actually chase down Aji though.
Aji's dead. There's no way he escapes this. His team's all on the top side. Good pickup by FlyQuest, realizing
here on Dragon.
This is one of the benefits of taking the early take. Grippo stepping in here. Abyssal Voyage forward by Woody, immediately locked up. He went way into the depths there, pulled back with the Fear Beyond Death. The Fear's going to land on Ginger, but the EQ combos to buffer out of it. Grippo down to half HP, push any further.
Yeah, a little bit too much damage sustained there, and it's also going to be critical to watch Masu's summoner spells.
Taking that early dragon delays the fact that PSG could get towards the soul. Riptail charges forward. PSG are going to ride it.
Makes it a lot easier for them to control both jungle sides, but they're going for it.
Woody stunned up, locked up again. Flame Chompers coming down. Will have the thick skin. Dawning Shadow for a shield as well as Woody continues to survive, but in the end, caught out by FlyQuest. They miss 5 players in the mid lane as the Equalizer comes down just to clear out the way. Masu falling low, knocked back on Ginger. Cataclysm in, but they can't get in close enough as the Fear Beyond Death finds another. FlyQuest finds Maple and Betty. What can you do here? No smite, of course, is Inspired. We'll just look for the smite on the Baron. TP coming in as well. Last embrace on the Baron will get 1 root, but the TP in into an immediate hook from Busio. Woody locked up once again, trying to survive, but he just can't get out of the 5 members of FlyQuest. And finally, they've arrived at the MSI stage. Azure has to flash away. The Super Mega Death Rocket from Masu will bury Woody in the dirt. Azure, in fact, in the dirt. And now we see FlyQuest with a Baron buff 24 minutes in, starting to crack open PSG structures. Jensen, he has the Weaver's Wall to join his team if needed, can also separate PSG, but Busio is looking to get behind them, and here comes Jensen as well, the Equalizer down, already Junja down to half HP, Woody's going to gobble him up with the Devour, spits him out, Cataclysm in as Betty starts to open up, Busio has to flash away, Jensen low, he flashes as well, but can't quite escape, 2 kills, already over to FlyQuest, the Dawning Shadow, finds 1, but Masu begins to open up, he's looking for more, Maple trying to go in, has that flash and the Emperor's Divide, can they find more? PSG see a window here, but the window's been shut in their face as the Super
on the exit here. Can they finish it in time? Betty's heading over
Azure, no equalizer, still half on the cooldown. Round to their tower. Will they even get there in time? Masu only needs a couple of shots to take this down. Whippo locked up. Betty steps in, Maple going forward. Junja dived into the unraveled earth, eaten up with the devour, proving at half HP, but he's going to get the Sterak's gauge shield and will be healthy enough.
Really big power spike here for FlyQuest. Masu's got his Lord Dom's 4-item power spike.
Cataclysm in onto Whippo, no flash on him. Remember, there's the equalizer on the backline as well as Woody is knocked up. Death charge on Betty. Whippo with the Sterak's healing up. Azure, though, with a good stopwatch. Inspired low, and now Busio has to try and get the hell out of there. But instead, he is sent to the depths of hell.
Making sure that they then would have to back up so that his Jinx cannot hit. Aji had a really good Rumble ultimate across Whippo and on Masu, forcing Masu's positioning backwards, reducing the threat from FlyQuest in the team fight, and softening up the front line there. So just really, really intelligent front to back kind of there for PSG. He's trying to stay fairly safe, and the rest of PSG here doing their work, poking and prodding through the jungle. Make sure you can get it. Very safe little take there from PSG.
Having the double cannon in the wave really helped him as well. Can send that a little bit further back to keep the bound up on the minions. Inspired on the front line here. Busio looking for the hook, but he hooks into a wall. The Weaver's wall on the back line. Junja going in onto Masu. That tower falling low, but Junja might be the first to fall as Masu starts to open up. Dawning Shadow across him. Junja stunned up. Junja able to dash across the wall. The zap just wide. The super mega death rock hit though from Masu. He's been like...
Here we go. FlyQuest with the double anathema chains.
Hooks onto Woody, not the target you want. Glacial Prison onto Maple, that's too big. Cooldowns used already. Cataclysm on the backline, there's Equalizer as well as River falls down to half HP. Will still have the Sterak's. Dawning Shadow coming out as Betty starts to open up. Maple on the backline as well. Flash Emperor's the wider possibility. Busio lands the hook, but Burrow's already down. Junja going forward, Busio will fall as well. And PSG's team fighting from the PCS to the MSI planes has been sublime.
Super high value ultimate from Jinjia. He got the Cataclysm on Whippo and Masu in that one. Masu running for his life now.
He might just escape. Gets into that. Oh, he's going to back there. The wave too far away and it's already pushed up. Betty looking for him. Great play for Masu. And he still hasn't burned the flash. He still hasn't burned the flash. Masu, a veritable Houdini here. But the Dragon will go over to PSG. Not solved for them. Remember, that's only their third of the game.
Yeah, really, again, though, nice team fight.
FlyQuest just trying to pull PSG into this. The Weavers will try and separate. Woody can go in with the Abyssal Dive. Junja on the other side of the wall. Baron already down to 2,000. And FlyQuest will sneak it under the very noses. Equalizer on the backline, not too good as the Cataclysm goes down as well. PSG trying to disengage the Devour on Junja will get him out. FlyQuest, they pulled off a heist. I thought 100 Thieves hadn't made it to MSI, but apparently they're here. Jazza still looking for more as Jensen steps in. The unraveled earth doesn't land with the seismic shove. FlyQuest, I think you should just...
Yep. They've got one more minion wave worth of Baron buff, and his tower's pretty low. They're trying to force a little bit of extra damage right now.
The wave is just so good for Maple and Betty, though. Dawning Shadow as well on Matsu. Might look for a little bit more here. Azure stepping forward. Half the cooldown left on that equalizer. Junja, you can see that Cataclysm tempting him. The R-key very bright in his mind. Dragon up in a minute 30, stepping into that fog of war. The Dragon still 10 seconds away from spawning though. Whippo takes a little bit of damage. Woody stepping in. Busio locked up with the Cataclysm. He has to flash away. The Glacial Prism on Junja. No Devour used as of yet. As the Dragon now spawning, but Junja, the jungler for PSG, chunked out quite a lot. Jensen looking for the flank. There's the Weaver's wall. Which side will PSG end up on? The wrong side for them. Junja puts the flag down. Busio falls low. Junja dashes in. The Weaver's wall falls down. Inspired still looking for the play. It might just be a 50-50 between the two. Busio falls first. The Dragon falling low. Inspired lands a smite. But can FlyQuest get out? The answer seems to be no. TP into the mid lane by Woody. They're trying to look for the win here. 3 members of FlyQuest down. Whippo and Inspired have to hold the line.
PSG are coming for game number 1. It's just Inspired and Whippo against the entire PSG roster.
Can they do it?
Yes.
It's a best of 3, of course, so FlyQuest will have the chance to fight against us, but those 6 grubs are looking mighty good now. The dive in by Junja. Sterak's for Whippo, it's not enough to keep him alive. Betty going legendary. Inspired tries to cut the wave, the minions helping a little bit. For PSG, Inspired though getting chased out by Betty, and the Nexus towers in the eyes of the PSG. The PCS will claim the first game at MSI.
Betty. That's though coming in and being on Analyst Desk and talking about it. He is very proud of his Ornn play, so he definitely does have that one in the back pocket, but it's going to be another Urgot for him. And again, he did do a very good
PSG, and no summoners invested. Oh, Jensen actually Oh, he flashed earlier, yep. He flashed in the mid lane, so no summoners burnt in that exchange for FlyQuest.
All right, Maple kind of hovering around too. Drops the ward in the back of the Void Grubs here. And since they had the recall from Jensen,
gives you that jungle treat, gives you the bit of extra experience for Inspired, and means you can't get the 6 stack for PSG.
and he goes back to finish the job. you see what I did to the last Void Grubs? Jugia goes in, double melee front lines as well. We've seen especially Urgot be super successful into...
Jensen caught out, does have the flash, Maple dashing in as well, and Woody's here to take the kill.
4 bonus, get at least 1 Void Might. That really is like a lot of pushing power in itself. 2 is super nice as well. You know, obviously if you could get all 6, super nice, but even just getting the single Void
Arrow, Arrow, we talked about it!
Oh.
Jensen must have not seen it coming out of the darkness, hits him square in the middle of the head, and Maple gets his first kill of the game.
Woody.
Not that tanky yet, only has the Kindle Jet. And a cloth armor to his name, the Glacial Prison. Here's the arrow to follow. Tsunami out from Bucio, the route into the Fate's Call. Will they re-engage? Woody here has the flash, dashes back. Bucio falling low, has to burn a flash of his own. Maple look for Jensen once again. Flash away by Maple across the seismic shove, but in the bot lane, Inspired found a re-engage, and Betty falls. FlyQuest on the board as Woody tries to trade on the Bucio and flashes away. The barrier not enough to keep him alive to kill off Masu. Jensen escapes.
Damage.
Yeah, the Imperial Mandate just does so much work.
Yeah, Mandate plus the Shiv combo, really, really good burst damage. It's paid off for him with Woody firing the arrows through mid lane with those extra tanks.
Ninja looking for Inspired here. Nice foul first. Woody stepping forward. Betty chunked out by the culling, and Masu so aggressive. Flash away by Betty. TP in this. Enchanting Missile hits onto Masu. Junja still looking for that engage. Nature's grasp across. A great Weaver's Wall from Jensen splits up PSG. And even though Arshur...
Return right back to the Dragon. Whipple's bottom lane, but he has teleport.
Ooh, the damage on Jensen though. This lethality, Kalista can put out a lot of work with her spears. Whipple comes in. Purge activated. Dragon secured, Junja on his way, no Glacial Prison. Junja there, there's the TP in, Whippo trying to get behind Maple, who just slides away. Azure can use the Path Maker to try and escape, does have the All Out as well, and will pull Inspired back. Junja on that front line, there's the arrow, hits Jensen, do they go for more? Glacial Prism for the follow-up, Azure with the All-Out going in, the Emperor's Divide will lock up Whippo, Azure falling low. Masu joining the fray alongside Bucio, but Woody and Betty are on the side of PSG, and it's a 5v5 in the top lane with no one falling.
Yeah, pretty like sneaky setup there for FlyQuest with Blippo going into the brush to get the extra vision and positioning and then calling everyone over. But a better response!
Can you stay?
A better response from PSG. And they're gonna...
Woody flashes for the slow. Needs an auto on Bucio, finds it. Bucio though does still have a flash of his own. Woody's still on the chase.
For the Lucian, for Masu, really trying to set him up for success. And so far, off of that, Urgot, really, really good advantages for them. And it allows kind of this shift over. They finish off the mid turret. They know that PSG are going to head towards that one.
Just going to go for a full 7 dragons again this game, it seems, Kobe. Traded as the tower falls in the top lane.
Does have teleports.
Dragon's already down to 1,000. Junja doesn't smite it. Inspired takes it, steals it away in the seismic shove. Locks up Junja, it's huge. TP behind as well as PSG looks to try and escape, and Maple's just going to walk into the waiting arms of Whippo. Fear beyond death, the death finds him. Whippo perfectly dodging the Emperor's Divide. Betty and Woody trying to get away, but Woody can't even get over the tower. Now the wolves descend, the chasing pack. Bucio will fall, but so will Betty, so will Woody. It's FlyQuest around the wall here. It's already down to 5,000. Maple up, TP's behind. The Emperor's Divide, not a possibility. Junja goes in. Junja looking for the steal. It's down to 1,700. Junja gets it, and Maple gets in. Masu locked up, flashes away, manages to dash away with the passcode. Maple has to flash the wall as well as Junja's caught in the pit with Whippo, Inspired, and Jensen. Masu falls in, charge of KazaLoLL goes between the goalposts. Whippo with the Stevax. Maple locked up, knocked back with the seismic shove. FlyQuest are somehow finding their way out of this battle, and now they're managing to clean it up. Whippo gets a double. The ace is going to go over to FlyQuest, even though they lose the Baron, they win the...
Come through off of Baron, setting themselves up to actually fight that Dragon fight too.
Oh, Whippo.
Setup's going to be really big though.
He yeets Maple back, but he's yeeted back himself. Will still have the Stevax there. Maple's going to have to try and get away. The tidal wave from across the wall. Whippo stunned up. There's the Stevax shield. Jensen diving in with Weaver's Wall. Whippo still on that front line. Fear beyond death will lock up Betty as well. And this is perfect for FlyQuest. Whippo absolutely bodying fools as PSG are found wanting.
So we haven't been giving like player of the games. I don't think we're giving player of the game awards for MSI games, but let's give it out this game.
My boy's wide, Kobe. My boy is wide right now. 6-0-4. He initiated and he demolished PSG. Dragon up in 50 seconds. They can just push through mid and look for an inhibitor tower. They're not going to do that. They want the fight.
Yeah, they want the fight.
The soul. There's the Nature's Grasp, blocked up with the Pathmaker. Woody able to stay away from it. Tidal Wave in as well as Junja's falling low, and the Fear Beyond Death will pull back one. Glacial Prism out in time to stop Whipper from getting further into the fight. Junja has to flash across the wall as PSG are retreating. Maple goes in, flash away by Jensen. Butio falls low, and so does Masu. Masu down, but Whippo is still very healthy and very happy to be surrounded. You can stop doubting them. Actually, you never do that, right?
Never gonna doubt Whippo, that's for sure.
Already down to 8,000. Look at the damage coming out from that Urgot. Onto the Baron. They'll spot it out with the Hawk Shot. Inspired on that front line. Azure trying to dodge away. There's the Glacial Prism only onto Inspired. Twisted advances forward. There's the arrow as well. Masu cleanses away. And Maple dashes through the Unraveled Earth and is immediately locked up. And Whippo will just run through PSG. What can you do in the face of a man this wide and this happy to put you in the meat grinder? FlyQuest surround Azure. Wooded can only stand and watch. He's going to infinity and beyond. Buried beneath the dirt by FlyQuest, and we are going to game 3.
Oh, what a series! FlyQuest will strike back in game number 2 to send us to the decisive game 3.
And we wondered after game 1 whether PSG's team fighting would just be too much for FlyQuest, but on the back of Whippo, on the back of a man this wide, FlyQuest have answered that question.
Turns out Shotgun is comfortable as far as this draft, and
there we are.
I know me some Whippo, man. I know me some Whippo. Let's go.
Something about European-based top laner, European-born top laners, and Olaf top as an answer to things. Don't know where he is, and just steps in. Reaction by Butio, inspired. Stops his speed. Butio hooks the wall. Still, Junja's going to get across the wall. Double flash out from FlyQuest as well as they look for more, and Junja falls. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And honestly, though, still getting the kill and getting the kill credit onto Masu here.
But Butio has no flash now. He's locked up, stunned up, and rooted by the PSG bot lane. Woody falling low. Red buff on Masu. Masu still has the flash to get away. He can even keep trading on him. Good start again for the FlyQuest bot lane. 2-0 on Masu. Whippo stepping across here.
Canceled his.
Whippo pops the Ghost, and Woody comes in time to land the knocker, but look for the Q3 as well from the 3 Talon spike. Knocked back. Azure with the Pathmaker. Trying to survive through Betty in the laning phase. Junja once again on the grubs. Seeing PSG be a much more grub-focused team rather than a dragon-focused team. FlyQuest will take the first of the game. The grubs for Junja, all 3 of them will go down. Honors even across the board between these 2 teams. 2 kills to 2. A neutral objective.
Because Olaf absolutely murders Xin.
Maple.
There we go.
Inspired shield. There's the shockwave as well. Maple locked up for the moment. Junja on his way. Can Maple survive? Mentioned in a flame. Not enough to keep him alive as Inspired.
Kind of get into how the comps are going to interact on later. Obviously, a large part of Xin's ability to teamfight and survivability is in the damage negation of the ultimate. But if you're playing against a bruiser like Olaf, crack this game.
They've also maneuvered their top and mid around the map. Hook gonna land here as Woody locked up for a second. Junja dives onto Masu. TP in. There's the Magnet Storm. Counter TP as well by Maple behind Betty's already killed off Butio. Jensen trying to get away, but focus resolve from Maple will lock him up. Face call out as Woody escapes. Going back in. The Ragnarok from Whippo, keeping him alive for the moment. Not knocked up. All out from Azure. As Betty continues to open up and can't quite find the damage. Shockwave means that Azure will fall, and so far it's 2-for-1 in favor of FlyQuest. PSG took
in trying to use his Cassante ultimate. Definitely a bit of a blunder there, and gets assassinated as well. And
just fight. Maple pushing in here will get a plate, but what is the collapse? Inspired spotted. Jensen already here has the Shockwave. No flash for him as Maple puts down the focus resolve to try and keep Jensen away. Good Shockwave right on the edge of it. Is Inspired now joins the fray. No flash, remember, but all he needs is to ping that.
Nice job there from Jensen once again. A patient Shockwave from him. PSG will at least answer with the Rift Herald, of course, on yours.
Lucio stepping into this jungle. Inspired and Whippo here to help. Jensen as well. Maple trying to get away. Whippo running forward with the Ghost. Flash away by Maple. Depth charge going in. The Magnet Storm, but still Maple unable to escape this. He's locked up. FlyQuest get the kill. The tower short to follow afterwards as Masu in the mid lane defending against Junja and Betty, and with a TP invested. PSG can't away at that tower. Jensen will take the turret in the bot lane, the first of the game for FlyQuest. TP behind Jensen here. Where are you going to go? They're looking for you, Jensen. Does have the flash, has a shockwave as well, with Woody on the chase, with Junji on his way in. I don't think Jensen has a hope in hell of escaping this one. Shockwave down, could stop, but still. Jensen knew he was done for, isn't going to invest any summoners. Shutdown going over to Azure, though. I think you would have wanted to wait that and give that to Junja. Would have been a much more powerful on the Jinzhao.
This time around, FlyQuest are actually the ones getting the mid lane and top lane counter push after everybody goes and takes down Jensen. So it's going to be a bunch of traded towers here in the end, and PSG are getting some money, but as the map opens up, see if they can do anything with it. Teleports from both top laners have been used in their endeavors, and so we'll see if there's any sort as they push mid lane minion wave first, then move into.
It's so risky though. Busio caught out, but that Olaf's going to chase into your backline. Busio falls low, flashes away. Whipper could go in with the Ragnarok, and what are you doing? You're just surrounded by FlyQuest. The shockwave finds one as Maple falls. Azure tries to get the all-out out as Betty kills off Busio down towards the bottom side. Betty doing everything he can in this team fight to keep PSG in the game. Master has to flash away, and now Grippo is just sitting on Betty's face. Absolutely demolishes him, and FlyQuest win out the fight in the end. The Dragon low, Grippo will take it. Jensen there to join up, and FlyQuest get the
power spike with the Serix Gauge, and now mid lane.
Look for Betty, no cleanse. Beautiful stuff from FlyQuest. They find their man and they send him packing into the dirt.
That's going to be Baron
Woody
for
locked
sure.
up as well, 6 feet under, joining.
So Junjia, he's not even going to go over there for a miracle steal this time around. He has no flash, so Xin really has no way of getting inside.
Like him to beat. And with the Red Bull Baron power play, FlyQuest just starting to push in. They'll take the mid lane tier 2 immediately. Jensen on his way out of base now. Maple looking for something, can't find the back line, so Whipper just eats a little bit of his HP bar. The Hex Soul, 30 seconds away from spawning for FlyQuest. Inspired steps in. Junja does have the Crescent Guard back up, hit with the Glacial Prison. Whipper going in with the Ragnarok, and he's starting to roll through this team. Junja has to flash away, Chain of Corruption. Only hits onto Azure. Face call brings Woody out. Shockwave lands on 2 though. Magna Storm in by Woody, immediately better locked up as well by Busio. And this is a perfect fight for FlyQuest. In front of them are just pinatas to be slapped to the ground. 2 kills to FlyQuest. The Dragon up in 7 seconds time. And not really anything PSG can do but stand and watch. He's gonna get out. He TP's out. Does Inspired have out to consult? Nah, doesn't see him in time.
Oh,
Whippo lands the axe. And Junja will fall here. The Dragon will be next on the menu for Whippo and Inspired. You can see FlyQuest know they don't need their full complement to take it down. Instead, Master will push down bot. And you have to feel that unless something miraculous happens for our PCS #1 seed, it is all done in this best of 3.
Yep. Don't be too demoralized, though, PSG fans. This is not an elimination series. You still can run the lower.
If it was an elimination game, I would be less willing to roll the dice. I'd probably play things a little bit more patiently. But as it's not an elimination game, Glacial Prison hitting onto Woody. There's the hook as well with the dredge line. Ragnarok onto the back line as immediately this Olaf begins to rip through them. Junja able to survive though with the Crescent Guard. Busio is going to be the first to fall to the fight. Good shockwave though means that Junja goes down. Betty cleanses away, but he's caught out, and Maple chased out by Inspired and Masu. Only Maple stands tall, and that won't be happening for much longer. Ladies
Keep Jensen there so they can get 2 objectives at once. Jensen finish up mid lane here while the rest of the squad grab that Baron.
More credit to FlyQuest. We talked in Picks and Bans about how Junja and Maple was like the key to this composition for PSG. If they could get them ahead, if they could get Junja ahead and have that facilitator in the Karma behind, perhaps they could win this game. But look at those scorelines. 4 items, and Maple sitting not too pretty at only 2 right now. Whippo and Masu comfortable enough to push up as a 3, knowing they're strong enough. They don't actually need the support to be able to do this. The Chain of Corruption goes down. Glacial Prism was invested as well. Junjo with the Crescent Guard. But really, I think FlyQuest is just using these ultimates to get the chip damage on the tower, to get it low enough that they can step in with their health bars and with their wallets and take these inhibitors down. As you said earlier, Jensen took the mid lane inhib tower, so the mid lane inhib should be short to follow.
All right. 1 full minute left on the buff, too. PSG
Woody
go?
has flash. I think Woody just goes. I think he just, flash, W, Magna Storm. Or maybe you don't. It looked like he might. Ragnarok used. Woody trying to join Azure, inspired that front line. Ragnarok not doing too much with Whippo right now as he just forces Azure away. As you say, 10 seconds on the Elder. The Baron, the Super Minions will start pushing in. But PSG have worked their way around here. Don't have vision. TP into the mid lane. Okay, they're looking for it. Azure has back though, so I don't know if Whipper without Ragnarok will be able to actually clear out the base. Azure should be able to defend, and he has a TP of his own. Jensen could TP in as well. The minions in the bot lane pushing in. FlyQuest just trying to buy a bit of time here to allow that Olaf to rip through the turrets. He'll get another. Benny pathing down towards the bottom lane. Maple TP just walked his way back as Whippo takes the turret. Maple getting chased out. Good knockback by Azure. The Elder Drake has been started though, and that's really what I want to see. Knockback by Azure again, gets the shot down. The Elder Drake down to 5,000. Ginger with a Crescent Guard already used. Glacial Prison popped as well. The TP in, but Inspired smites the Elder as Woody dives in. There's one. The Shockwave lands on two. Inspired doing everything he can alongside Nasu. Masu will fall. It's 2v3. Inspired and Jensen trying to do it all here, but Inspired falls low. Jensen finds another. Both Ginger and Maple almost beneath the execute. Another for Jensen. He gets a triple. Can he make it 4? He will. And with that, he TPs into the base to close out the series.
The Quadra and the Nexus for Jensen back on the international stage, and he's gonna finish the job.
It's a classic play. TP Olaf into the mid lane, take the bot lane, and him and Tower fight around the Elder, Drake TP back, and then get the Quadra kill with the Elder, take the Nexus, win the series, and go through to the upper bracket.